Okay. See, that fixes it. And you guys can hear me. Okay, I'm going to set the room up. So hang on just a second. I hope all of you can hear me. Okay. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. I'm almost done, so hang on. I'm almost done. I'm almost there. Oops, there it is. Okay. And here we go. Hey! The microphone was over my head. Let's get meeker. Paste. And let's go to the control room. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? It's good to see you. How are you? Can you hear me? Hey, Brandy. Am I too loud? Hello, Moxie. It's so good to see you. Hello, Meeker. What are all these nifty little tags by your name? What do those mean? Y'all have these little tags. You can hear me. Hey, Chelsea. What are those little tags? What does that mean? Oh, fans. What is this fans thing? Huh. I guess I should look into that. Okay, good. Yeah. I don't know. It's a fan thing. I don't know. It's weird. Top fans who comment. Okay. Well, can I give you something? Is there something on the YouTube? Like, it would be really great if I could actually give memberships to people, like pinpoint people. Every time I try to give memberships away, I get trolls in my members. So, um, but you know what? I wonder if I could do it right now. How do I do it? I don't even know how to do it. Engage. Start a poll. I don't know how to do this. I don't know how to do this. Oops, I touched the mic. I'm sorry. Hey, Bridget. Oh, thank you. I'm trying. I am trying, you guys. I don't know what I'm doing. Hey, Lindsay. Yeah. Well, I appreciate it. I really do. If I could have one thing from the YouTube gods, it would be that I could give away memberships to specific people instead of random because they always give it to troll people. And now I don't even know where it is to give it away. Like right now, I want to give it away right now. How do I do it? Where is it at? Pop out chats, reactions, timestamps. I don't know where it is. Top chat. I don't know. Fan. I don't know. I guess I need to get on my job. I need to figure it out. Oh, oh, that's so sweet. That is so sweet. Okay, well, be careful lifting on people. There is other buttons up here. What do those buttons mean? Delay. Oh, I don't know how to do that. I'm not doing that. What is this? Share. No. Okay. They have all these new buttons. I don't know what they're for, and I'm not doing that. Do you see these in the right order? Because this is first. Do I need to flip them like this so they're right? If they fall, I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so mad. You guys, you're going to see me throw a fit. I'm going to throw a hissy fit if they fall. Let me see so I can talk to people. Hey, Emma. Mercury retrograde. You know, they read backwards, right? So, and that annoys me. That really annoys me that everything is backwards. I think they should fix that, YouTube. That's another number two thing, YouTube gods. I need you to fix that, right? Because really, yeah. So would this be more correct for you, or is it just the words? I don't know, y'all. Chill is first. Okay. Well, it's not really. This is first. Good vibes is first. Hey, Brandy. I'm trying. I'm trying. Can you guys hear? Is if the mic gets weird, let me know. Because last time I used this mic, it had like a bubble in it or something. It was strange. It was bizarre. Brandy is an over giver. Hey, Daniel. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I forget that you guys are delayed. You know what's funny is this says it's scheduled for June 30th, 2025 at 11:31 a.m. Dude, we're doing it now. Like we're doing it now. So YouTube is weird with all its stuff. And it wants me to do stuff while I'm doing this. I'm not going to do, I've got stuff to do. Order is chill, tiger vibes. Okay, the cool, I want to say cool vibes. Good vibes is first. Okay, this is number one. Okay, so, okay, I see. I'm a little slow. Hi, Fizzy. Taro, how are you? Hey, Marie, how are you? I hope it's right now. I'm looking right at it. You'd think I could figure it out, but eh. uh, what can I say? You're welcome. I'm so glad you're here. Way to go. Choose the tiger. This one looks like it's going to fall. If it falls, they're all going to fall. And I'm going to have a hissy fit. I am. You should have saw. Ooh. You should have saw me earlier. I lost. I lost myself. I'm trying not to cuss, okay? I'm really trying not to cuss. I lost. I lost it over these little cards. See, they misbehave. They want to flip and stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, Marie. I'm so sorry. I know that's hard. Pain is the equalizer. It really is. They want to fly. Hey, Joanna. I do hope you find some relief from your pain. Yeah. Aw, thank you. I'm just trying to do my best. Yeah. Pain, a lot of times intense pain just makes us kind of float out of our body a little bit. Even if we don't have the sensation of floating, um, you kind of disconnect. I did. I had to. I had to disconnect a little bit, or I wouldn't be able to keep on going. I'm trying very hard to be not cussing and stuff and say controversial things, but that's very hard for me. so so we'll see. We'll see. We're gonna try. But over time, that disconnection from yourself because of pain, um, it it's not good. It really does rob you of so much, so many other experiences. So I had to kind of reconnect. Well, because it's a live stream. So I'm trying to like, and it's not rated 18 plus. So I'm trying to be nice. If I start being not nice or whatever, I'm gonna go and make it 18 plus. So I'm just trying to be, nice. I don't do it often. I'm definitely not demure often, so. You better go ahead and change that now. Hey, Meeker, don't you have faith that I can be like, I can be nice? I can be nice. I think. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I really am. So, here are your cards. As you know, if you're familiar with my channel, often the readings blend in one. Okay, one more thing. Hey, where are you? Like if I look here, oops, don't even start. Don't make me cuss and change it to 18 plus, okay? I need y'all to be nice to me. I know I touched you. I'm gonna try not to. Okay, so if I look, like where is that? Do I need to look? Do I need to look here? Do I see, is that you right there? Am I looking at you when I do this right here? Is that y'all? I'm a hobbit. Okay, so when I see you right there, that's you. Hey, Moxie, thank you so much for the $5. That's so sweet of you. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad I can be of help in some way. I swear if these fall over, y'all, I'm going to throw a fit. Okay, so I need to look there. Well, that is completely different from where I've been looking. I've been looking here, and that's why I like to flip the camera. But they say you're not really streaming if you have it flipped the other way. So I don't know. But the YouTubes want you to flip it the other way, horizontal. So I don't know. I need to look there. I need to put a little sticky note or something on it so I'll look the right way. Thank you so much, Moxie. That was very sweet. I appreciate that. Okay, I'm going to try. I think I need to put like a parrot or something. Do you remember when you were a kid? I don't know if you ever had this experience where you go and you get your picture taken and the photographer has like a weird little parrot or monkey and puts it on the camera so you look at it. Okay, that's the level I am with this whole YouTube thing. Hey, Billy. Hi, how are you? A goblin sticker would work. Photography puppet. Yes. Yes. It would be great if it interacted with me to keep me to keep me on, because it's just a little pinhole of a camera. So, how am I supposed to remember that? There's so much to remember doing this. There's just so much. It's just so. Yeah, the DMV. Wouldn't that be nice? It's just a little thing that would really help you not take horrible pictures. I took, if I was brave, I would show it to you. I took the most horrible picture at the DMV. I think she did it on purpose. It's in a small town, and I actually look insane. My eyes are insane size. You know when someone looks insane in the eyes? That was me. That was me. A photo of Meeker there. Meeker has sent me a lot of crazy stickers. I could stick a crazy sticker there. Oh, you do? You find all the cameras? I wish I could find all the cameras. They say that they make clothes that will disrupt all the security cameras. You steer right into them. I would be yelling instead of talking. Maker, I don't yell at you all the time. Only when you do things that I can't say in this live because I'm trying not to cuss. That is so unfair. I can't even tell you guys what he does. It's funny though. It's not bad. It's just funny. It's bad. It's not bad. It's funny. It's not bad. It's just funny. So of course I'm gonna yell a little. I have a loud voice, I guess. I'm a screamer, like I'm a yeller, and I really had to get control of that. I actually am better than I used. Oh, there's a camera. I'm actually better than I used to be, which is might be bad. That might be bad. I was really bad back in the day. I had a horrible temper, y'all. It was bad. I threw bananas and phones. I threw I threw things. I one time, which is kind of impressive, I tore I you know how the dishwasher has a drawer in it? I was so mad. I pulled the drawer out in one motion and threw it across the room. Okay. I'm better now though. And it wasn't good. It wasn't a good thing to do. I'm not proud of that. That's not a good thing to do. We don't do that anymore because it's bad. So, buckshot. Yeah. I don't even remember my first driver's license. I just blocked that out. So these are your cards, and I think you got a pretty good view of them. So I guess we'll get started. And I may get up and walk around because I have the lupus and I have some spinal stuff and ugh, all kinds of crap. So I may get up and walk around in between or whatever. So it's very casual around here. So keep it casual, keep it fun, keep it light on our feet. Okay. So the first one is good vibes. So we're going to get started with that one. And I'm so glad y'all didn't fall. So, so glad. Y'all have no idea. So I'm going to move things around. I'm going to mute the mic. Okay. So I know when I do this and people watch this later, they wonder what's going on. So I'm going to say it. Okay. I'm muting the mic and I'm moving things around to get ready for the first reading. I will be back. Okay. All right. I'll be right back. Okay. Is my hair all messed up? I hope not. Okay. All right. Let's see. We're going to oops, put your little thing right here, please. Please behave. Thank you. You don't want to, though. Yeah, please don't catch on fire. All right. You'll come here. I have a table full of cards right here. It's not really a table. It's a chair, but it'll work. It will work. All right. So, good vibes. Why are you so unforgettable? Hmm. Oh, I hope I don't slam these cards. Ooh, I have a bad habit of doing that. Let me see. Can I use this? Is this okay? Okay, I think this will work. I got a piece of material here. Yes, thank you. All right, it's better. Tell me about my group 1. Oh, no, you can't go. Wish I didn't have that set up that way. Okay. Tell me about my group 1. Why are they so unforgettable? Woo! Recycling, breaking down problems with a mushroom. The good vibes part of this, the pick here, it seems like it's so obvious, right? You bring good vibes, etc. Okay, but the truth is that you're really good at helping people with their problems. It's more than just, I am a positive person. You help people find goodness and you help them overcome problems, serious problems. Some of these problems are generational. You may be a counselor, you may be a teacher, you may work in the health industry, you may just be a really good friend, a good parent, but you have an ability to help people break down their problems and see the truth in a situation. That doesn't mean that you're good at it for yourself. A lot of times we're not good with these kind of things for ourselves, but we're really good at doing it for other people today. So, and I feel that here. I feel like you also are unforgettable because you don't throw people or situations like away. You value the people in your life and you don't just toss people away. Like, I feel like you, especially when it comes to like a no contact situation, things like that, I feel like those are really, really hard for you because you find some kind of value in every connection. And so a no contact can be very difficult for you um, because your bonds are deep. I feel like Cancer energy here, water, you might be a Pisces, you could be a Scorpio. Um, Definitely, there is this emotional bonding that happens. You may not be aware that people are emotionally bonding with you. You may not be aware that it's happening, um, but people do, and they walk away with an imprint of you on them, and they have memories of you. You resonate in their energy. Okay, so you have this really intense ability. Scorpio again, Pluto, natal chart, aspects, probably very powerful. You may have some natural abilities in energy work. Okay. You may move energy, specifically heart centered energy, through talking, through touch, through you may have healing hands. Um, let's get some more energy here. I really like these cards for group one. Winter, an ending, recharging, reflection. I feel like when there is an ending in your life, I don't feel like you see it as an ending though. I feel like you always leave a door open. You never turn your back on people. Not really. Even people who have cut you out, even people who have done you wrong, if they came to your door in need, even though part of you would say, no, I wouldn't, deep down, you know that you would, because that's the kind of unforgettable person you are. You have a huge heart chakra. It's just huge. You're a giver. Okay, this is what you do. And can you overgive? Yes. Yes, you can. But your giving is so healing. Your giving is from a place of purity. It's from a place of soul. It's very deep. Let's get some more of these cards. Okay, this one we have hedge, potential, boundaries, indecision. I think you help people with boundaries. I think you have, even though we have somebody here who's a giver, we have somebody here who really holds space for people. I think you're unforgettable because if your boundaries are crossed and you do hold space for people, okay, so this is complicated. We're human, okay, but if your boundary is violated, people do lose that magical flow that you give them, and they feel it. It doesn't mean that you don't care. It doesn't mean that you're not there for them. It just means that you have placed distance and there's a boundary up. It's complicated. Some people will not understand this. They won't get it. They won't get why you would do this. This comes from a very high vibrational place. And people who are not here at this place won't understand. Some of you guys are animal people. You love animals. Uh, you just have a natural affinity for nature. You're vibrating very high right now. You may be feeling it. You may be feeling it uh, as almost energy that seems off. And if you're feeling it as energy that feels off, it's just you're calibrating to this new vibration. Okay. And you'll be feeling more and more of this. Okay. Because your heart chakra is expanding. You're meant to share this more and more. You're a beacon of compassion, of healing. It's why you're unforgivable, unforgettable. Sorry. It's why you stand in the gap. It's why people come to you. I do feel like there are people who feel like when you turn your back, what they perceive as your back, or you put up your boundary, they're so hurt by that that there is unforgivable energy there. Like they get really hurt, they get really offended. You may trigger someone very deeply. Some of you have somebody highly triggered. You're unforgettable and they're obsessed. I'm like picking up on this very obsessed energy. So you have to be careful. Um, This is hard. It's hard to have this energy, to hold this energy, because when you put up a boundary, it will trigger people. Some of you have somebody who is obsessed with you. I feel it. They are mad. They're mad at you. I don't, if this is yours, this is yours. This is somebody that you were giving to and you had to pull back, and they can't believe it's unforgivable. It's unforgivable. It happens. It happens. We have oak tree, power, courage, strength. You're very strong. Look at the roots here. Look how deep they go. Let me get a drink. So I feel like for some of you, you may have, with this oak tree, I think of family. And I feel like your roots are strong. Okay. It doesn't mean that the family you have today, those roots are strong with them. If you see what I'm saying, I feel like your roots are strong. You've made them strong by compassion, by healing, by doing what you do. But I feel like your connections, perhaps to some family or friends or whatever this healing is, I feel like it's you've done some cutoff here. And what it's done is it's helped you empower yourself more and more. And it helps you with the pulling away. You're unforgettable. And people, I feel like sometimes people have a hard time, especially when they mess you over, forgiving themselves. If they actively mess you over in some way, they feel guilty because you're a good person and they took advantage. So there's people who feel guilt about how they treat you. They feel bad. They feel like it's so complicated. You bring out complex emotions in people. You trigger people for healing. You love them. You give them compassion. You give them understanding. A lot of times they will take advantage. You put up a boundary, even though you still hold space for them because you're still healing them. They're not aware that you're still healing them, but you are through the distance, through the whatever you do. And you trigger them in a way where some of them become very angry. But as a higher vibrational kind of healer, there is this understanding that that anger, that's the beginning of awareness. That's the beginning of healing and wholeness. So you don't trigger everyone that way, but there are a few in this group like that. And I feel like we have courage here. And it really feels like you have to have courage to do what you do, to love people this way, to have compassion this way, because there are people who think they'll tell you that, why do you keep giving this way? You get nothing in return. Why do you keep doing this? Look how mad they are at you. You give and give and give, and all they take advantage of you. And look how mad, like they're so pissed. They're so mad. I'm trying. I almost okay. Um. Anyway, uh, they're so mad. They're so resentful that you pull your energy away. Why would you keep doing it? People don't understand this. And it's not that you're desperate to be loved or desperate to be accepted. It's none of that. It's because it's a calling. It's a calling of compassion. It's a calling that not everyone understands. It is a higher vibrational calling. Yeah, it takes a lot of grace and compassion to be to be giving when you have every right not to be. So we have butterfly, transformation, joy, beauty, transcendence. And here's the thing, you're unforgettable because a lot of you have a beautiful aura. Now, this can translate into your life as being a beautiful person. It can also translate as um, you may not feel like you are physically attractive, but your aura creates this beauty around you. And it may be something that at times with the process of a butterfly and how it comes about, you may hide this at times. You may not show this to everyone because you have found that this aura that you have at it triggers people in maybe being a little too forward or aggressive, or especially if you're in treatment, um, meaning you treat people or you're in a professional environment, they may feel um, it may get weird or possessive, that kind of thing. So you may have learned how to kind of pull this back and bring it out when necessary. Bring it out when not necessary. Bring it out when you feel comfortable. Okay, we have several of these cards, and I'm really liking these cards for group one, so we're going to continue. We have preserve, security, forethought, thrift. Okay, I feel with this card, I feel like you're unforgettable because you make people feel safe. And I don't know if you're aware, but making people feel safe is kind of not a lot of people make people feel safe anymore. Some people haven't felt safe in a long time. They haven't felt safe in years, decades. So the ability to make someone feel safe, and sometimes you make people feel safe and they overshare, and before you know it, you got somebody who's madly in love with you or something like that. I think you have that ability. I think you're charming. You have charm. You may have Venus rulership in your chart, Venus, Taurus, Taurus Sun, Taurus Rising. You may have Libra in there as well. You may have some kind of stellium, but you're charming. People may think you're flirting with them when you're just trying to help them. Again, this may be something that you learn how to kind of control or rein in professionally. We have mint, abundance, persistent, proliferation. I think you're unforgettable because I feel like you don't give up. I feel like you just don't give up. You don't know how to give up. And today, in this day and age, not giving up, being persistent can be a rare thing. Determination, because there's so much set against us now. Um, just look around. Look around in the world. I'm sure you see it, the chaos. Every day, just historical things are happening every single day, and multiple things, really, multiple things. And to stay determined to be a giver and to be someone who is present for others and wants to help them and has figured out how to have good boundaries. You're not perfect, but figured out how to have good boundaries. And even though you know that you could trigger people, you still do this. That's powerful. That's unforgettable. People know they can count on you, even when you don't want to be there. Even when you don't want to be there, you still show up. Even when you've given too much, you still show up. This reminds me of, I'm just going to say, it reminds me of an emergency room nurse or a paramedic, someone who just, you know, doesn't know how to stop giving, who works, 5 15-hour shifts and takes on more. It's it's crazy uh, how giving you are. And I wish more people were like this. I wish I could be like this because I feel like you really do it from a higher vibrational place. And I got to tell you, most people don't. Most people give to get. They give to get back. And you get a good feeling. You get the good feeling, you get the appreciation, but you aren't seeking anything. You really aren't. And that's so rare. That is such a rare thing. And it makes you unforgettable. It makes you somebody that people want to know because they want to figure out how can I be that kind of person? I want to be that giving. I want to help people too. Most people do not have this ability. I'm just telling you. Like the average person does not have this capacity. I'm going to tell you, they're not supposed to. Okay? You are a special group of people. They're not supposed to. They're supposed to they're supposed to grow their heart chakra. You're It's almost like you were born this way. You were born with just a huge compassionate heart. And it's special. You're special. You're a special person. And I know people are like, yeah, she tells everybody it's special, special, whatever. No, really, I'm serious. I'm sincere. You are special. And protecting your heart is very important. Protect your heart, protect yourself, take care of yourself. This call is very sacred, especially now. I'm going to tell you something, okay? And I need you to hear me. I'm going to take off my glasses. I need you to hear me, okay? I hope my hair is not too crazy. Okay, I need you to hear me. There are things that are going to happen in the world that require people like you to be in your highest frequency, to be able to give from your heart as much as possible. Because you are a beacon, but not of light, of love and compassion. You have transcended from the light to the frequency of love. Okay? That's where you've gone. You've been a beacon of light. You are a beacon of light, but you have transcended into a beacon of love. And this powerful heart chakra, I feel it. It is just it's so big. It's massive. I feel it. It is a beautiful thing. And you have the ability to touch many, many people with this. But you have to guard yourself. You have to guard who's in your life. You have to be sure that your boundaries are very good. Okay. And I know that even when you put up a good boundary, you always hold space for someone to come to your door, even if you've given a boundary. I'm going to tell you something. There are people that you don't need to let back in, okay? Because there's going to be more people that need you. And those people won't cause you to put up a high boundary. Those are your people. And those are the people that are going to be receptive to this immense high vibrational gift you have. Sensitivity is divinity. Okay, so if people say, oh, you're super sensitive, you're so sensitive, don't be so sensitive. No, be sensitive. It is your divinity. Often we say your voice is your sovereignty. Group 1, your sensitivity, your emotion, your heart, your ability to love is your sovereignty. It is your divinity. And I understand that there will be times where you will trigger people. But as long as you stay focused on what is important and you understand that the triggered people, that is not you. That is not your issue. That is their reaction to the energy. And they're going through their own healing cycle. It's their own thing. It's not you. All right. Let's get some tarot. I've gone through all those cards. Let's get some tarot. I'm going to get a drink real quick. Hang on. Hey, Elena. I hope I got your name right. I hope it's Elena or Lana. Is it Lana or Elena? Hey. Hey, Seth. All right. So let's get some tarot, shall we? Oop. I don't want to bang. Oop. Oop. No. No. Oop. Okay. I dropped those. It's fine. Your auntie is clumsy. Okay. Let's get some tarot. I'm not taking any reversals. Tell me why my group 1 is so unforgettable. Tell me why. Let me put my glasses back on. Okay. Tell me why my group 1 is unforgettable. If you guys haven't felt this love energy, it's ascension. Like you're going to ascend into this energy. You'll feel your heart chakra expand. It may happen if you work with people, you may feel it actually happen. It may be like an event that actually happened. Me and my glasses. We have the 9 of Cups here. I think you have such a good attitude, even when you have every reason not to. And listen, lately, I think we've all had every reason not to have a good attitude. It's just so easy to look around and see. Hang on. What is this going on? You're Lucifer and Seth. Okay. Wow. This is distracting. There you go. All right. So I think you have a really good attitude even when you have every right not to. Okay. And lately in the world, with everything that's going on in the world, we have every reason not to, right? Um, and I feel like it's as if you're called to hold this light energy, and not light love and light energy. Okay. And we have this 9 of Cups here. And the 9 of Cups is, this innkeeper, as they say, is proud and is successful and showing off all their cups. And I really feel like I'm just like intuitively feeling like these cups here are of light and love because you've already done the light beacon thing. Okay, you've done that. You've been there. You've been the light of the world kind of thing. And it's almost like an initiation, a graduation. These are all my light cups. And now they're being filled with love energy. And it's almost like an invitation to come and come on and take a drink of my love energy. It's just like the inn is open and I'm ready. I'm ready to help. I'm ready to help the world. I'm ready to give. And that's hard right now because a lot of people don't want to give. A lot of people want to, well, they're overwhelmed. And can we blame them? You know? But the thing is that when you're at a higher vibration, when you're at a higher frequency, and you choose to do the higher vibrational thing when it's difficult, it is magnetic. You can absolutely change whole like groups of people within the collective by moving through density. And when you are a powerhouse of love like this, that's kind of what you do. You are a lifter. You like are a heavy lifter in the collective with this love energy. And it's like the end's open, right? The end's open. Come on in and get a cup. I got a lot here. I got a lot to give. The thing is you're not alone. There are lots of people. Well, not a lot. There's quite a few people who have this special gift. You're special. It's a special group of people, but more and more of them will be coming forward. So I guess that's what I mean. You won't be alone. There'll be more people like this coming forward. But it takes bravery to do this now because there is more oppression. There is more eyes. There is more judgment for this. And that feels like it's increasing. Um, the thing is that staying the course in a focus of love will help support the next step of the awakened, their evolution. Because this group, y'all are ahead. Like y'all are out. Y'all are way out there. And you are basically guiding people by love, by compassion, by showing people these things during this time where honestly we're seeing more cruelty, we're seeing more oppression, we're seeing more just hatred. And choosing to be at this higher vibration is very powerful. We have the Queen of Pentacles here. You're a healer. Queen of Pentacles is a healer, connected to nature. And I feel like group one, that is your strength, is your connection to nature, to Gaia, to animals, to plants, to trees, to the mountains, to the water, whatever you're called to. That is your strength. When you are feeling depleted, when you are feeling alone, when you have those down moments, I encourage you to connect with those things. It will bring you so much energy. It will give you a little pep in your step. And I feel like, you know, you are here to help so many people, but you have to remember to take care of yourself. Okay. I also feel like with this Nine of Cups, there's some kind of, and the Queen of Pentacles, I have to say there's some kind of, what does this say here? The King of Swords. It feels like there's some kind of proud moment coming for you. Okay. This may have to deal with a King of Swords energy. All right. But there's something manifesting for you. I'm feeling the Queen of Pentacles. It's energy, not gender. Okay. It could be in the area of your job. Okay. Your money. Tell me more for my group one. Tell me more. We all need money. No matter how vibrational you are, you have to have money to live. Okay. It's just part of the deal. part of the deal. Hey, Empress. Hey, Empress. We have the Four of Pentacles here. Yeah, so I feel like for some of you, you may feel like a restricted money flow right now. Okay. You may be kind of like holding on to your money or, saving your money, maybe afraid to spend money or money hasn't seemed to, wow, that wanted to pop out. We have the Four of Swords here. Okay, so 4 is going to be a number. This is Lilith's deck, by the way, and we have the World. She's wearing a bikini. There is a new chapter that is going to open for you, and there's going to be recovery from this lack. Okay, recovery from lack is coming in, and there's a new chapter opening. It may be a new job. You may have to move locations. It may be a side hustle, but there's something coming in where you're going to have recovery from this lack. Okay, and I think it's going to make you proud. Proud. You're going to be proud, okay? And you deserve it. And I feel like it's coming from like a King of Swords type energy. All right. Well, okay, group one, that's what I received for you. I hope this was a helpful and interesting reading. And for those of you watching the replay, if you haven't subscribed, please do. Or you're here. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. So, okay, we'll get set up for the next one. Yeah, we're fixing to do group 2. I'm going to get everything set up here. Let's see. Give me a minute and let me get everything set up, and I will be right back. All right, I'll be right back. So hang on. I'm going to mute the mic and do my thing. Hang on. Hey, Daniel. Hey, Snow Owl. How are you? Does my hair look crazy, y'all? I never know in these headphones. Okay, so we are. Group 2 is a tiger. Hey, don't fall. Don't fall now. Oh, that was my water. Oh, hey, I need that. Okay. I'll get it together one day, maybe. All right. So, group 2, poke myself in the eye. Okay. Group 2, you are this beautiful tiger. What makes you so unforgettable? Well, we're going to find out. As a Leo, rising and moon, I'm kind of partial to group 2. Meow. Okay. But we're going to find out what makes you so unforgettable. I'm being called to this deck right here. Okay. All right. So let's go. All right. Tell me about my group 2. What makes them so unforgettable? Oh, we want to put this back here. I'm sorry. There you go. If you can see it. Okay. Tell me about my group 2. What makes them so unforgettable? You're fierce, loyal, and determined. Point blank, period. Wayfarer, contemplation, search for truth, inner guidance. You are a straight shooter, and sometimes it makes people mad. Oh well, someone's going to tell the truth sometimes, Someone's got to be that person. And you are. You tell them the truth, how it is, even if they don't like it. And I feel like sometimes it leaves a tough mark, but that's okay. People have to hear the truth. We have confidence, passion, self-worth, visionary. I guess I could hold those closer. That might be helpful for y'all, even though they're backwards. Here's the wayfarer again. I feel hermit energy here. You're not afraid to be alone. You are not afraid to be alone. And that's why you aren't afraid to tell people the truth about situations, how you feel. You're not here to placate people. You might be a Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn. Capricorns are straight shooters. They don't have time for your nonsense. I grew up with a Capricorn, and I got to say, that's one thing I absolutely adore. I adore a lot of things about Capricorns, but that's one thing I really like about a Capricorn is that they tell you exactly how it is. Okay, and there's no guessing with them, and you probably are a workhorse. You like to work. You're proud of your work. Your work's important. The stand, courage, determination, fearlessness. Boom. You do things other people wouldn't do. You're a risk taker. Okay. Are you in law or something that's kind of where you have to take calculated risks? Now, you could do this for work, or it's just something you like to do or you think about, or people think you're risky or you take risks. You don't mind betting on people. I didn't show you this card. This is stoicism, peaceful, receptive manifestation. I feel like sometimes people can't read you. Can you ever read a tiger? The only time you can really read a tiger is really when they're laying down, right? And when they're coming to get you. Otherwise, you don't really know if you're okay. You don't know, really. unless you're a tiger tamer. And maybe some of you are a tiger tamer. I don't know, but I'm not one. So I feel like people are intimidated by you at times. They're not sure what you're going to do. If you are a manager or over people, I think people want your approval. And they really listen to what you have to say. And a lot of times, the things you say, they really take to heart. You're powerful, you have powerful energy. And I feel like when people come for you, you finish it. You finish it. That's a Capricorn. Like I said, I grew up with a Capricorn. I knew a Capricorn, and they finished everything. They finished everything, honey, and um, you just didn't get in their way. You know, it was powerful. They made things happen that nobody else could make happen. And I feel that here. You don't have to be a Capricorn, but you may have some kind of placements around that in your natal chart. So, yeah, it's powerful. We have ascension, the transformation, end of cycle, and beginnings. And we have prudence, self assurance, integrity, clear mindedness. Now, I think you're unforgettable because, especially in business, things like this, I think you can take educated risks. I think you know how to move um, in certain ways. Some of you guys may be really good. I get like law, justice, that kind of thing, maneuvering red tape. And let me tell you something, people who have this ability to maneuver red tape, to see possibility where there isn't, are going to be really important now. Like they're important now. This kind of no holds barred power is important. Um, and I feel like you're unforgettable because you have a presence about you. And I feel like people take you seriously. I still get the hermit here, but it's not a regular hermit. This is a hermit that has transformed. And my psychic sight, sometimes I just wonder what's going on. I feel like the hermit has turned into like a superhero, but like one from an alternate universe where the superheroes like are kind of dark. They wear like all black and super cool, a super cool superhero. Okay, um, and very intimidating. But you're not a villain. You are a good guy or whatever. But um, people may be very cautious about approaching you. But once they get to know you, there is this, because this is true too about Capricorns. Like I said, you may not be one, but like once you get to know a Capricorn, they do have a soft spot for people. They do love people fiercely and they care. Um, they care intensely. Let me tell you something. When Capricorns care, it is laser focused. How can we make this happen? How can we help people? How can we get it together? What can we do? You may be really good at charity. Okay. You may be really good at getting people together, at bringing people together. You may be a great manager. You may be a great bringing people together to not make, but encourage, make, make them do it, encourage them to work together for a common goal kind of thing. If you don't do that, you may look into that because if you can get past the intimidation factor some of you guys have, it feels like you can be a really effective, I don't want to use that term, people mover. People mover, people motivator, okay, to do a thing. All right. Now, I feel like your presence, the presence you have, I feel like you're very sophisticated. You're unforgettable because You have more sophistication in the way you present yourself than the average person. I feel like the way you look may be different but sophisticated, meaning you may have a hard time finding clothes. Okay, you may have a hard time finding things you like because it's very particular. Um, I feel like people think you're sophisticated. Even if you're not, I feel like people think you are. They have a whole aura about you. You may not even realize it. Like there's a whole aura about you. Some of you may have like an artsy aura, like people pick up on like you're artsy. It may be the way that you appear to people. You may have some Sagittarius aspects as well in your natal chart. You may be a Sagittarius behind this intimidation factor, this powerhouse. There may be the heart of an artist, okay? And that may be the part that really leaves an intense mark on people. When they're able to get to that and see that, it moves people. It causes people to remember you in a very powerful way. Let's get some more cards here. Some of you have like hidden abilities and hidden gifts that you don't show people, like everyone, which is very Capricorn. It's very Capricorn. It's very exclusive. It's exclusive to people you trust and care about. So, and that's a beautiful thing, it really is. All right, let's see what else we have going on here. Tell me more about my group too. Why are they so unforgettable? I think when people hear your talent or ability, or they see your writing or your painting, or perhaps you have a side hustle that is so pristine, that is so amazing, when people see it because they don't know it's you or they don't know you're doing it, they are so impressed. And perhaps it's not super successful, but it will be because you got that energy. You may be a Virgo too. We have tangled, third parties, impossible situations. Tell me more about this. Okay, we have anxiety, fear, the past lives, past loves, ancestors. Okay, some of you walk with your ancestors, like they're with you when you go places, okay? Like their energy is carried with you. And okay, I'm going to say it. All right. The bad people, the bad people in the world feel it. Okay. They feel the power of your ancestors. And it causes some fear. You have an intimidating presence, and your ancestors walk with you. Okay. And that's part of the intimidation factor. And you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to tell you, some people need to be bleeping afraid. Bleep, 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 bleep. I'm bleeping it out. I'm bleeping out all the stuff I want to say. Bleep, 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 bleep. Okay. The bad people, we're going to call them, oh, what did I call it last time? I can't remember what name I made up for them. I made a name up for them. We're going to call them zombies. The zombies, the bad people, when they get around you, when they talk to you, they feel this energy. They feel this ancestor energy. And your ancestors are amazing. I want to use another term, but I'm trying not to cuss. And, they are amazing. They are bad beep. They are amazing. And they are angry. They're angry at the oppression in the world. Okay. And so that intimidation is good for some people to feel. Don't feel bad about it. Okay. Wear it like armor. They should be afraid. Okay. Some people should not walk up and talk to you. Okay. I feel your ancestors are like creeping in. They shouldn't just walk up and talk to you. All right. They should be careful how they treat you. That's what this tangled third party energy is. Your ancestors are with you all the time. You have an ancestor. Some of you may have a god form or a god, a goddess, or another energy you work with, but I feel heavy ancestors here. And listen, just know that they're working with you. And if someone says to you, I'm kind of intimidated by you, check that. There might be a reason why. Talk to your ancestors, talk to your spirits. Why are they so intimidated? There may be a good reason why. They're not invited to the party. They don't feel comfortable around you. Perhaps they don't have good intentions. Let it be your alarm when people say that. Because, ooh, there's a lot of just wild and crazy, chaotic, negative energy in the world. And it just wants to brush up against your greatness. It just wants to touch your hand and irritate the bleep out of you. Okay? It really does. It really, really does. And spirits are like, nope, not today. Not today. We're not going to do that anymore. We're not going to be triggered by this spirit. Because I'm going to tell you something. Okay, I'm trying very hard to be careful what I say, but the zombies, how the zombies act, okay, that's a spirit. Okay, we all need to just recognize it for what it is. It is, and also a washing. Woo, they had some washing on their heads, if you know what I'm saying. The brains were put in the dishwasher. So, and I feel like you guys have this intimidation factor about you. You're unforgettable because you're powerful. You have presence. And it's different from group 1. You scare people because you're whole all by yourself. I just put that quote up on the community tab just the other day, but I feel that here with you. The answer is no. That's you. No, 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 no. Say it with me. No, 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 no. I tell you what, when I got healed, when I started healing, no became my favorite word. No, 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 no. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going with you. I'm not doing that for you. Not anymore. Tell me more. We have spirit animal contact. Pay attention to the signs. Look at the eyes here. Ooh, I feel Lilith. We have clinging. I feel like you are intimidating to energies that want to cling onto you, that are codependent, that are parasitic, that don't have any good intentions. And I feel like they want to bring you down because often weaker energies want to bring down powerhouses. And that's what we have here. Like a person who's unforgettable because you are a powerhouse. You have presence, you are loyal, you are a straight shooter, and you do what you say. And you will stand up for people. You will stand up for yourself. You are not afraid to do that. And it is unnerving to some people. And they want to stop that. They don't want you to be this kind of person. It's subconscious, okay? There are zombies, okay, that are triggered by your presence because you being that way for some reason makes the zombies feel like they can't be the way they are. It's a weird way of thinking. And you'll find the zombies will blame you and your kind, which are the tigers. They'll blame the tigers for everything, and zombies will never take responsibility for themselves. And so they try to put it all on the zombies, on the tigers, sorry, and get the tigers to be less powerful. Take out the tigers. But that's not how it works because tigers are much faster than zombies. I don't know if y'all seen the movies, but I know some of them are fast, but the tigers are faster. So some tigers can even climb trees. Have you seen that? True story. So, I feel like you're unforgettable because you're fearless. You're fearless. Hey, Deathwalker. Hey. I'm on group 2, so I feel like it's important that you pay attention to the way people look at you, because I feel like you may be getting the evil eye. I know this is an unforgettable, but I feel like that's important that you know. For those of you who this hits, pay attention, okay? Because literally you have somebody in your presence who is hating on you so intensely. They're wishing, you know, sickness and things. They're wishing, who wishes failure on people? Like, what? Just because you're intimidating, just because you're powerful. Now, this could be at work. It could be at work. It could be somebody who's jealous of your position. If you manage people, this could be somebody under you, a subordinate or whatever you want to call it, uh, who thinks that your straight shooting was mean. Okay, you're mean. But here's the deal. It's business. It's just business, honey. It's not personal. It's literally just a job, okay? And literally just that's it. That's all it is. But some people, they take it very personally. And I get it. We all need to make money, but we all have to just do our jobs. That's all we have to do is just do our jobs. And that's what I feel here. You have a tendency to kind of like, when you straight shoot, that's when people they buck up a little bit. Like, how dare you talk to me that way? Like, how dare you say truth to me? How dare you? How dare you be real? Be fake with me. And the answer is no, I'm not going to be fake with you. I'm going to tell you the truth or scare you. Bleep, 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 bleep. Let's get some tarot. Tell me more about my group two. Tell me more about my group two. Why are they so unforgettable? You are so fearless. I feel like you're just so fearless. And we have this transformation card. And you are unafraid. Well, I think everyone is afraid of change to a degree. But for you, you understand that its transformation is so powerful for you. Good things come from it. So it's part of your cycle. It's part of what you do, right? So you're not scared of change. It makes you uncomfortable, sure, but you're not scared of it because at the end of it, you're going to come out the butterfly. So you've been through so many. You may have a powerful Pluto in your natal chart or a 12th house placement. Okay, tell me more. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Where that wheel, it turns. And we have the Six of Swords. Moving on. Yeah, I feel like you don't get hunkered down. Like, you move forward. You don't let things stop you. And you accept what comes, the good and the bad of it. I think you've been through so much in your life that you've had to transform so much that you know the value in just getting on down the road, because there is value in just getting on down the road. I think people may find this to be a little off-putting because they think that you have forgotten them or forgotten the situation, and that's not the case at all. It's just you understand how life works. And I think you're the kind of person who you kind of accept what comes. I want to say you're easygoing, but that's very hard to say because of all this other energy here. But humans are complicated. So, but I feel like when you get the energy to move on, that's what you do. You pick up your sticks and move on, right? And you learn from it. We have the snake here on this wheel, and that tells me that through the karma, which I don't really like that word, through the karma of the situation, through the passing through of the experience, whatever that was, the good, the bad of it, you retain the wisdom of it and you move on, leaving a little wet trail behind you, just slugging on through. It's not perfect. It's not what you want necessarily, but you get on down the road. And then we have the Knight of Swords. Woo! And we have the Three of Wands. Like his head's exploding. I think part of your unforgettable energy, and it goes back to the tiger, is that when you want something, you go after it aggressively. It's like a tiger. You see your prey, you stalk it, you stalk your prey, and then boom, you see your goal. Once you get it all together, okay, because I want to say lion, the tiger has to take a nap. Okay, he's got to take a nap. Okay, he's got to stretch. He's got to she got to get it together. Okay, so before all that, and then make a goal, get it all together, and then the passion ignites, the ferocity ignites, the dream, the ability to focus in, just laser and go. You ever seen a tiger take down a zebra? It's pretty powerful. And I feel that here. I feel you're unforgettable because when people see you move, it is so powerful. It's inspiring. You inspire people with this Ace of Wands here. There's a lot of inspirational energy on how you handle situations and how you've moved on when you have had bad situations happen in your life, like trauma and just, we all have bad things happen in our life. That's kind of part of life, when you've had loss, when you've lost people in your life. Some of you may have had people pass on. I keep getting Pluto energy here. So I'm feeling a lot of people passed on and having to kind of like pick up and go on, pick up and function. And that can be really hard, especially if you don't have a lot of support. And some of you may have had to kind of do this on your own. And it can be very inspirational to see someone kind of get their life together after a major loss of a person, or after or during an illness, or losing a job or something like that. So I feel like you have inspirational energy, and you may not even realize it. It's just something people see, something people observe. So it's a very powerful group too. All right, group two, that's what I received for you. I hope this was an interesting and helpful reading. I really enjoyed doing it for you. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. I would love to have you part of my tribe, and I'll get set up for the next one. Let me see. Let me look at the room and see what's going on. My computer, I keep meaning to reset my computer so it won't turn off every 20 minutes. Come on, that is my password. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Pluto and Libra in the 12th house. Wow. You have a 12th house Pluto. 12th house Pluto is crazy. That's insane. I'm sorry. That's just, how do you deal with that, Emma? That has got to have, I have my moon in my 12th house, and that is intense. I can't imagine having a heavy influence of Pluto in that house. It would be Ooh, I don't know. I bet the transits get really intense. Okay, let me get set up and I'll be right back. Okay. Can you guys hear me? All right. Group 3. It is 147. Mark 147. I'm going to put this over here. Okay. Let's get started, Group 3. All of you who selected chill, this is going to be you guys. What makes you unforgettable? Chill. I love this card. It has such a good vibe. You guys have such a good vibe. And it's very different from the other groups. It's unique. Um, and they had me pull out my Phoenix cards. So that tells me a lot. It tells me a lot about you guys. So we're going to be doing the Phoenix cards. But first, I'm going to work the shadow something cards. I forget what these are called, but this tells me you've been through a lot. Okay, you have Phoenix energy and you've been through a lot. That's why you have this chill energy. So let's get into it. Tell me about my group 3. What makes him so unforgettable? Elevate. We have 13. If something feels off or looks too good to be true, trust your gut. Reach out to those you enjoy spending time with to elevate your energy. I think you can smell bad stuff, BS a mile away. I think that no one can pull anything over on you. Some of you may be like a human lie detector. You just know when someone is full of, stuff. I'm trying, you guys. Oh, I forgot to put your card back here. There you go. Oops. Be nice. Be nice. Behave. That chill, I gotta tell you, doesn't want to be nice. It's a problem child. So I think no one can really pull stuff over on you. And I gotta tell you, sometimes you're unforgettable because people can't pull stuff over on you and it makes them mad. But they can't get over on you. It can be people in your family, it can be friends, it can be anybody. But I can't get away with nothing with that person. I can't do nothing. And you just don't have a tolerance for it. I think you've seen so much. We have awareness. It says being aware of your surroundings is necessary to move away from denser energy. Well, true. For achievement, always remember to put yourself first, even if it means disappearing others. Disappointing. I was like, disappearing others, disappointing others. So honestly, you do not give two bleeps what people think about you. And not many people have this energy where they don't care what people think. Like some people, a lot of people, let's be honest, a lot of people say, I don't care what people think. I really don't care what people think. But most people don't mean that. You do. When you say, I do not care what people think, you mean it. And people like this have been through hell. Okay. They have. They have been through so much that they literally don't care. And sometimes, in order to get through those things, they've had to make kind of a deal with themselves that they no longer could be concerned with what other people thought because their ability to survive depended on that. So it's a powerhouse of a person. You may be drawn to group 2, but you have a hyper awareness of BS. And we have awakening. Okay, this dropped out. The day is brighter and problems seem lighter when you can find even the little things to be thankful for. Alignment requires a change in perspective to awaken a new mindset. Here's the thing. I feel like, honestly, you don't have any patience for people who don't mean well, for situations that don't mean well. So you move on very quickly. And it feels like you move at an advanced rate, like advanced steps. You're moving very quickly compared to other people when it comes to stuff like this. And I find people who honestly do not care what other people think, it's almost like a key to a special part of manifestation or the universe working with you. Okay. Because when you stop caring what people think and you start really moving in that power and start doing and not caring, it's like the universe says, you got that special spice, baby. And all of a sudden, you get signs and synchronicities, and you start walking in your power because you don't care what people think. And some people think, oh, well, they've changed. Oh, well, they're a snob. Oh, well, I don't like them anymore. Oh, well, I can't use them. Oh, well, and you find people fall away, but you don't care what people think. And it can get ugly, but still you stay in that energy. You don't understand. I don't care what you think anymore. I don't care. I do not care. And I feel that here. It's so powerful. It it can't help but bring out your authentic self. You're authentic AF. You're so authentic. And this disturbs people because they can't imagine walking in this. Let them be disturbed by it. Let it shake their foundations. You want some unicorns? Group 3, you're a unicorn, okay? You're different. You walk in authenticity. And this world, look around. Look around everywhere. It is so unreal. They feed us unreal food. They tell us absolute beep. I really try not to cuss. They sell us stuff that is absolute fake trash. To be real in this world right now is mastery. It is mastery of self. Group 3, you're chill because you're working on a level of mastery that most people do not have right now. Okay? They don't have it. They don't know how to get it. They don't know how to be authentic. They're busy, and listen, do what you do to make yourself feel better. Okay? But if you are doing things to yourself to fit an image that someone feeds you, you are not being authentic. Okay? Do it because you want to, because it makes you feel good, not because you're feeding on some kind of image that is not real. Authenticity is unrelenting. It is something that is unforgiving. It demands you to be present all the time in realness. And I am encouraged that we're seeing it more and more, but we're also finding that the world, the zombies, they really don't like that. Beep, they really don't like that. Okay. It annoys them to the point where they want to crush it. They want to not just crush it, they want to just remove it. The thing is that authenticity, this level of authenticity is going to bring so many wonderful things to the world. It's going to bring real connection. It's going to bring a level of creativity we haven't seen before. It's going to bring new technology. It's going to bring all sorts of wonderful, wonderful social things. This authenticity is the foundation of the age of Aquarius. It's big, y'all. Group 3, y'all are the big ballers, okay? Y'all are a big deal. Y'all are authentic. And it's hard. People throw this around like, oh, I'm authentic. I'm trying to be my authentic self. No, being authentic is a discipline, it's a work, it's difficult. Some people, they've been authentic their whole life because they were encouraged. Their parents, they grew up being nurtured. But for a lot of us, being authentic, we had to literally walk on our face. We were dragged through the muck to get to be to an authentic place of self because of the things we've been through. Those people, that's a whole other level. It's very powerful to be in that place. And I feel that here. And that's why you don't have any time, any patience for people who are full of manure. Okay? You just don't. And you can smell it a mile away because a lot of you have lived with manure artists. You have seen it. You have been fed it. And you don't have any patience for it because you're here to do other things. Be authentic. I feel like your biggest calling is to be authentic, is to stand in the power of that, even in moments where it's hard to do. And I got to tell you, there are moments it's hard to do. You got to be authentic in your feelings, in your voice, and how you present, and all those things, even when the world says no. Even when the world says no, shrink. You have expanded yourself to such a degree we cannot handle. You are too much. Stop. You have to not allow them to shrink you down. You've come too far. And you are making way for others to come behind you and be their authentic self. It's powerful. Standing in your truth is powerful. And there's a lot of people right now who have no idea who they are. They don't have a clue. They have no clue who they are. They're so lost in the culture, the programming, whatever you want to call it. It's sad. They really don't get it. They're really lost. But people being authentic will help wake them up. It'll trigger them. We have self-image, self-confidence. The thing is, this is true confidence. It's not like, oh, I just got the best haircut and the best, fit, and my makeup is this, and I got this jewelry, and I'm just, no, this is from the soul. This is confidence you can't buy. It doesn't matter what you wear, how your hair is, it doesn't matter. You could be in a paper bag and you would be that thing, you would be it. Because you know your worth. You know who you are. You're authentic AF. It's powerful. It is a level of self-confidence. This is soul knowledge. Okay. Authenticity, true authenticity requires soul knowledge of the truth of self. Your worth is beyond what you look like, what you sound like. Yeah, we all like to look nice and things like that. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about something that transcends this physical world, okay? This power, this ability for you to keep rising, you to keep moving through density. And every time you do, you get stronger. You become more authentic. It's like you're losing layers. You're getting rid of these layers of denial of self, of toxicity, of the things you were told that you were, the lies you were told that you were, the things that kept you small. It's truth. Okay, we have just do it. This is a powerful energy of focus. For some of you, your story, your life story is very tragic. For some of you, it's been about overcoming different obstacles. But in order to get over these things, you've had to literally just focus and overcome. And some people don't understand how you do this. How do you just focus and overcome? It's an energy. It's just a moment of seeing that either you do this or there's no other choice. The other choice is to not continue. So this is powerful. This is part of what makes you unforgettable. Is this ability to keep going, this ability to rise again, this ability to overcome and just do the thing, right? And there doesn't seem to be any reason sometimes for you to just do the thing, okay? And people wonder, how did you do it? It was will, it was faith, it was hope, it was you. It was you. You did it. And it's inspirational when people know your story. You are more than what appears. You are more than what appears. And it's okay to be underestimated. I say that often, but it's true. We have transformation, fire, boom. You allow these situations that come into your life. You allow these situations to purify you by the fire. You allow them to be the mirror that shows you what you need to change. I'm not saying it's easy. It's not easy. I'm making it sound so easy, and it's not. It's very difficult because you put this mirror up to yourself and you see your toxicity. You see the way you are and you face it. And you allow it to burn. You allow it to purge. You allow it to transform into wisdom and knowledge. So you learn how to not be that person anymore, that kind of person. You can be more authentic to who you are instead of acting from a place of toxicity, that place of brokenness, that place of lack. Now you understand where it came from because you dig deep. You did shadow work. You went within yourself. You looked at the mirror and you said, that's not me. That is not me. That is not who I am. That is who somebody told me I was. And so you looked at the monster in the mirror and you had to let it go into the fire, into the purifying energy. And you just did it. And honestly, I got to tell you, sometimes you can't really explain this. Some people just have the spirit. They have the power within them to transform, to move past. It is just, you may have a very powerful sun sign, or the sun may be very powerfully, there may be some powerful things in your natal chart with the sun. You may be a Leo. But you could also have, again, a Pluto energy, like a very, what do they say, aspected Pluto energy in your chart too. Tell me more. Maybe Scorpio as well. There may be a lot of Scorpio energy here. We have strength. You're very strong because of what you've been through. You're very strong. You're very determined. And it just feels like you see. You see, you see, you, some of you guys are very psychic. You're very clairvoyant. Some of you are visionaries. Some of you guys see, like you see spirits, um, or empathic, mediumship. There's a lot of like air energy here. Um, and I know this is strength card, but this is what I'm picking up on this woman here with this energy here. Some of you may actually have a phoenix spirit that is a special animal guide or familiar to you. Okay, group 3, you definitely have phoenix energy around you. And see the palms of her hands. Did you see that? Her palms of her hands. Many of you have chakras in your hands. We all do, that are open, and this energy can flow through it. If you are into magic or you're creative in any way, these chakras can be used for that. All right, and they're very powerful. It's part of this energy here. Tell me more. Okay, we have thoughts become matter. Boom. Very powerful mental space here with this air energy that I'm feeling. Um, it feels like when you share with people your psychic insights, or you say like, don't trust that person, I have a bad feeling, and then something happens, the person you tell that to, trust the person you tell them not to, and something happens, I feel like people are shocked. They're shocked, but they never doubt you again. They never doubt you again, but they're shocked, because what you say comes to be. For some of you, you may not be experiencing this as much as others, but this is where you're headed with this energy. The phoenix is, this is spiritual mastery. It comes with time. Okay, this is not something that you just wake up and have. This comes with work. This comes with shadow work. It comes with dedication, and it comes with dedication to yourself. You are dedicated to being authentic, even when it's difficult. And there are a lot of rewards to that, because you begin to get more closer to the truth of your gifts, what they really are, not the gifts that you're told you have, not the interest you're told that you have or you think you should have, not the expectations that people place upon you. It's real, it's you, you're present. Okay. And once you really dive into those things, it can completely change your life, because you may find out you're a completely different person than what they told you you were, because most of the time you are. And it can be quite jarring and impressive to watch someone transform this way, especially over years. And this phoenix energy, understand that if you have this, if you connect with this as you, and you may also have an energy around you like this, that every time you go through this process, you change. The phoenix changes. Your abilities also change. Everything can reset to a degree. We have the Fool. You are fearless in your pursuits. Okay. So you're not afraid to take a a leap of faith and go on a new journey. That's the phoenix. You know, the phoenix rises from the ashes. And the phoenix is often a theme in my readings. They come up very often because I have a phoenixing experience in my life many times. So I understand this energy. And this is an unforgettable energy, because often phoenixes rise from nothing. They will often have a point in their life where they had nothing. They may have been alone. They may not have any money. They may be sick. They may have lost all their family. You know, it's different for each one. But somehow they had to put their life back together with nothing. And they had to take a leap. And that leap, more than likely, was a bet on themselves with nothing. Nothing but sheer will and determination. That is a phoenix. And I feel that here. And it's unforgettable. It's unmistakable when you see it. Because it's hard when people ask you, how did you do this? It's hard to explain. It's hard to say how you did it because you had nothing. There was nobody there helping you. You just did it. And it is a kind of bravery. Some people might actually call it stupidity, but it's actually bravery and courage in believing that all you need is you. That's what people don't understand. All you need is yourself. You are the starter. You are the fire. It's you. The flame is lit within yourself. You are the flame. You are the fire. And with that, you can create whatever. You are the master creator. Everything is illusion. We are in a walking, living, breathing dream. And there is a level of humor that comes with that, and truth. And being authentic to yourself becomes much easier when you realize that. But it feels very real, and it doesn't make anything here less valuable. Probably makes it more valuable because we're here having this experience for a reason, for a purpose. There is a purpose to this. And if you're group 3, you probably have figured out what your particular purpose is for your experience. If you haven't, you're going to. And your purpose doesn't have to be aligned with my purpose. The universe is very multidimensional. We have judgment here. We have the moon. And we have the Page of Swords. I tell you what, some of you guys are human lie detectors, for real. You can just tell when someone's lying. You can tell when someone doesn't mean you well. And there's just this energy of you being people's karma, literally. And you can't help it. You cannot help this part of what you do. You will hand someone their karma and wish them a good day. It's just I feel like this is something you may be moving into. Some of you may already be doing this group 3, but you're definitely the kind of person where, because you don't care what people think, because you walk in your authenticity, you serve people their karma. And sometimes with humor and sometimes with, straightforwardness. And it can come off very 5 of Cups. People get upset. But you don't care. You do not give 2 bleeps. Because you take the leap of faith with you do not have a lot of expectations when you take a leap like this. You've learned not to have them. You've learned not to have them. You've learned to let the universe paint the picture. You put it out there, the manifestation, and let the universe paint and create. And it's a beautiful thing. We have the Magician. Ooh, sorry. Did I get too loud? I'm sorry. The Magician. You're unforgettable because you are the Magician. You, group 3, are learning to attain a level of self-mastery. And it's impressive. It's impressive the way you're doing this. Because it all starts with self. Everything, my stomach's growling. Everything starts from self. And from there outward, change is made. We can try to change the world outwardly, and that's a good thing. But the truth is that radical change starts within. We have to be willing to look at ourselves and how we need to change our own patterns, our own heart, the way we think, the way we treat people in our community around us. And that is the wave of true change. looking in the mirror and seeing how we fail ourselves, we fail other people. This is shadow work. And it radiates outward. Right now the world needs massive change. The thing is that we were kind of there, most of us thought. And now we're going through a revealing of truth. And the revealing is ugly. And some people feel a need to be less authentic, to hide. But the truth is, you're being called to be more authentic, to stay the course, and to not allow the energies to keep you from what you're called to do. Just because it's difficult doesn't mean it doesn't need to be done. And you deserve to live in a life and exist in your authentic self. And you fought to be this person. You're fighting to be this person. It's not easy. It's not easy to be authentic. We have the Ten of Swords. It's not easy, the world, because the world wants you to stop, okay? The world wants you to stop being true to you. The world wants you to stop. Get in line, go get back to sleep, do what they say, shut up, okay? Get in line, do what they say, shrink yourself down, enough, or else. Don't allow this to make you hide. If nothing else, let this be an activator for you to go to the next level. This isn't just about being authentic, how you look. This is about being authentic to your soul. What does your soul call you to do? Group 3. What does your soul call you to do? Your soul is not going to call you to do something that's going to be hurtful. Your soul is going to call you to do something deep, that's authentic. And it may be a leap for you, but you're used to leaps. And that's okay. It may take you a bit to work through it. That's okay. You're unforgettable because you're used to leaping. You're used to catching on fire all by yourself. You're used to the journey alone. The thing is that many of you are you're moving ahead. A lot of people who watch my channel are the ones who are building the foundation for those who are going to come behind. And it's a strong foundation. It is a foundation that will be for generations because you are the blueprint. You are the blueprint for this, that, and the other, whatever you're called to do. So you're unforgettable because you are laying impressions in the energetic field. You can't be forgotten because you're part of the energy of this change, of this need to be more and more authentic. So if at times you become uncomfortable in your authenticity, don't hide it, but nurture it and protect it. There's a difference. There's a difference between hiding and protecting. There's a difference between sheltering in fear and living in truth. All right. And it's really important that people in group 3 do not allow the world to push you back into being small because you're unforgettable because of your authenticity. And I believe the universe, your spirits, I feel them pulling. They are going to support you. A lot of you may be afraid that as you continue to be authentic, that perhaps you won't be supported because of what is going on. And you will. You will be supported. It might be different in a different way than what you're used to, okay? But you're used to change. You're used to transforming. So it may be a little different, but it will be good. You're going to be okay. So we just have to have faith in ourselves in our journey. Everything you've been through is to bring you to this point. And now it feels to me that you are going to have another kind of ascension energy here, another change. I feel like this change that's coming for you is going to put you in a place where the energies around that are pushing in any kind of uncomfortableness that you have is going to be relieved. This could be relieved by if you have a familiar that is a phoenix, you may see a different relationship form there, a more intense relationship. You may actually get a new familiar, or you may have a deepening relationship with one of your guides or your ancestors. But there's going to be a support there for you as you go about your journey. All right, group 3. So that's what I received for you. I hope this was a interesting and enlightening reading. I really enjoyed doing this reading for you. So if you enjoyed it, let me know down in the comments below. I would love to hear from you guys. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I would love to have you as a member of my tribe. I hope I've looked in the camera. I've been trying. I've been trying to. So hi, Purple Flower. Oh, you're welcome, Lindsay. You're welcome, Empress Temple. Oh, hey, Oracle, Lucifer. Aw, thank you. I'm just doing the best I can. I'm so glad all you guys were here. Hey, Dust Walker. This was so fun. I always say I need to do this more often, but I actually really do need to do this more often. I actually really do. Hey, Jupiter. How are you? I wasn't sure if you were still here. How is everyone? I'm watching my in the studio, they're showing the playback or whatever, and I talk with my hands too much. My hands are everywhere. Hey, Angel. How are you? It's so good to have you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. The kookaburras. Oh, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. That's cool. We were kind of there with you. So that's kind of awesome. Hey, Chris. How are you? It's so good to have you. Yay. I tell you what, they've added so much stuff to the studio. It is crazy. My hair is out of control. That little hair really bothers me. Your auntie's having a moment. I hope everyone's doing okay. Things are just so crazy. And um someone asked me to do, I don't know, some kind of reading, and I hesitate to do some readings right now. Whoops, there you are. Some readings right now because when I look at the energy, what I get is so intense, and um, not awesome that I just kind of want to wait on it, you know? So, yeah. So that's why there's some readings I've stayed away from because I don't want to feed anything. So, I know a lot of people are doing readings on certain controversial things, but I just don't want to feed. I don't want to feed that. It's bad enough as it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't want to. There's just so much crazy energy every day. I don't want to feed. I don't want to feed the negativity. You have to be careful right now with your energy because there really is like some bad spiritual energy going on right now. It's being done on purpose. So, yeah, the spikes on the Schumann has been nuts. And it just turns off. It spikes so high it turns off. And those days felt weird. They felt really weird. But our frequency is rising. The planet is changing. The planet is changing. Gaia, the weather is insane. The weather is an indication. And the ocean current down by Antarctica, was it Antarctica or was it the North Pole? Anyway, um, it changed directions. It reversed. And nobody's really talking about it. Is my eyelash coming up? Um, no one's really talking about it, but we really should be because it went in reverse. The current reversed. And I don't think that's ever happened before. And they're kind of wondering. And also, an asteroid hit Saturn. A big, a big asteroid hit Saturn. Hey, Steven, how are you? It's good to see you. A big asteroid hit Saturn. And my first thought was, what about the cube on the North Pole of Saturn? I wonder what happened to that. Because if you guys don't know, there is like a perfect hexagon storm that's been going on the North Pole of Saturn, and I they don't know why it's there. There are occult type practices and thoughts and controversies and conspiracies all about it. But I wondered if the hit of this giant asteroid messed with that storm on Saturn. But anyway, so Saturn is a really interesting planet. If you've never looked into Saturn, you really should. It's a very interesting energy. So, and what I'm wondering about that giant asteroid, because it was big, it was super big. If it's going to like, are we going to get any blowback from that or not? And also, there is an interstellar object that supposedly is bigger than the one that came through Emumu or whatever Emumu or whatever they called it. That it flung itself around the sun a couple of years ago and flung itself out of the solar system. Yeah, there's another one coming in, and it will be here around October. Okay, and it will not be very close to the Earth. Okay, but when it slings itself around the sun around December, it's going to be very close to the Earth, and it is big. It's a big old boy. But is it a spaceship? I mean, is it? We don't know. It's just weird because they're long and they're big. So who knows? But yeah, I watch a lot of like stories about the cosmos and the universe and all that stuff because when I was a little girl, I really got into that stuff. So it's fascinating, but also aliens. So that's a good reason. Shore leave. Very cool. Are you in the Navy, Stephen? Captain Daddy. Oh, are you on shore leave? So are you in the Navy or you want what's the other one called? Navy and someone help me. There's Navy, there's I want to say boat patrol, but it's not boat patrol. It is what is it called? I can't remember. It's not boat patrol. Marine. Okay, Marine. Cool. Coast Guard. That's what I was thinking of. Coast Guard. Boat patrol. Marine. Well, thank you for your service. I deeply appreciate you. I deeply appreciate you. Boat patrol is Coast Guard, apparently. Yeah. Being in the service is hard. It's a hard go. I was married to somebody who was in the Army for a long time. But the Marines is a whole different deal. It's a whole different deal. Boat patrol. Speaking of boat patrols, down in Florida, they say there's a mothership that comes off the coast and is in the sky, and they see it at night on the camera from the beach. I don't know. So here's the thing. Aliens are multidimensional beings, okay? And a lot of people are going to have a problem with this. They're going to call them demons, okay? They're going to say that they're bad, and it's going to be a religious thing, okay? It's going to be hard for them. So, listen, not everything that you see up there is what it appears to be. There is some stuff going on that's not on the up and up. So, but there is real aliens or whatever. They're multidimensional. I've said that for a long time. Me, I've served. No, I was married to somebody who served. I was married to somebody, but I was the spouse. So in the army, they have a saying about like family kind of serves time with them, but um, so aw, Brandy, you're so sweet. Thank you. It is serving, Lindsay. Yeah. It is. It is serving. It's just it is. Yeah, I think here's the thing. When I'm in a reading and I've done a couple of readings with Stoned Oracle where we've had some presences from some multidimensional beings, and my main question is, why have you taken DNA without the consent of humans? And I get things like, well, they did consent in another dimension and stuff like that. Or they had consent from the government, blah, blah, blah. And see, that's not okay with me. That's I don't want to talk to you if you think that's okay, because that's not okay. I don't You're not the kind of person, you're not the kind of multidimensional I would probably want to talk to, because you don't negate our will to consent, right? So those kind of entities, those multidimensionals are really not the ones I want to talk to. So I want to talk to the ones that aren't doing that. So, and I have some of those that do show up. But yeah. Hey, Steven. Sc- Yeah, Sam. Now, Sam, he keeps showing up, and that's fine. But, I question him about things because I have a real problem with consent. Humans have the right to consent to things. And I think a lot has been done, not just by them, but by our government. And this whole thing, listen, I don't know if you've heard this thing, but they're saying that they're not telling us about the aliens that we already know about because we won't understand what space is. I find that insulting. I'm insulted. Don't insult my intelligence. I know we're just human beings, but come on, we won't understand what space is. Come on. I know a lot of people, listen, I get that the zombies are kind of dense, but we're not all zombies. A lot of us are awake and aware. I think they don't want us to know because the minute we know everything, well, we all know. Listen, we all know, but the minute we openly know, and they're trying to skate around us openly knowing, there will be new technology, there will be healing centers, there will be all kinds of things, okay? Because they'll have to fess up with the technology, and then we'll see how we have been herded and used and all that stuff. They don't want that. Yeah, yeah. I think the excuse we won't understand what space is, I got to tell you, for me personally, it's one of the dumbest reasons I think I've ever heard to not tell us what space is. Okay, you want to know my truth? Truth, honestly, I was reading about black holes when I was 8 or 9 years old. Okay, I, I feel like this is such a cop out. Boo, 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 boo. Give us a real, give us something better than you won't understand what space is. What is it, liquid? Is space liquid? Are there creatures living in space like water and planets are in the water? What is it? Is it like a time warp? We have portals opening in the sky over CERN. Okay. There's all kinds of weird stuff happening. There was a tornado cloud over Washington, D.C. It's just come on. We live in the time of impossible things. Just stop treating us like we're stupid. We know time is slipping around. We're aware. We're aware that weird shit is happening. The water around the Antarctic is melting at an alarming rate, and shit is going to get fucking weird. That melting ice, you cannot hide the truth when the ice melts. And it seems like the planet really wants us to know what's there. The planet itself is warming up, and the planet wants us to know about the big spaceship that's up in Antarctica and all of the advanced, ancient, advanced civilization that's there that we're not supposed to know about. It's ridiculous. It really is. They treat us like we're stupid. He's picking on you, Brandy. It's love. It's all love. Yeah, I honestly think that we could handle it. There is a theory that we're in a black hole. Okay, that would make sense. To me, I completely it would account for the weird things about what are happening, like the Mandela effect, the slipping of time, how we all feel weird all the time, how historical things happen every day, how it feels like we're going back to the 1930s and everything's repeating from the 1930s. It would make sense because in a black hole, first of all, once we pass the event horizon, uh, this reality ceases to exist, and we are in a black hole where we are being stretched and twisted and inverted. So we would be experiencing some weird stuff. So perhaps we're in a black hole, which they don't want to tell us, even if they know. So I don't understand. And about these e-files, the e-files that we were all supposed to get. Remember those? The e-files. The Steen files that they were supposed to give us. Um, you know why they don't want to give those to us, right? You know why? It's not because of, listen, of course, we want to know about the celebrities. Okay. It's not about the celebrities, it's about the power people. Okay. And there's a couple in there that are, because I've seen it. It's ridiculous. And then they try to say that it disappeared, it never existed. Really? Because there's people in prison. I'm trying not to cuss. There are people in prison because of that. So make it make sense. And then you know what happened? A tape that disappeared and was erased years ago all of a sudden turns up. Boom! It didn't disappear. Ooh, look, they made a disappeared tape reappear. I don't know. It's a weird, weird place to be. It's crazy. Bernstein Bears, yeah. That was like the first one that I had. I was like, Bernstein Bears. That hit home so hard. And what's weird is there are people right now just finding that one. Like they're on the journey of just beginning the Mandela effect, which blows my mind because I'm like, I've been at this for years. I've been having Mandela effect after Mandela effect. I still have them today. There's new ones every day. It's weird. The fourth kind, the fourth, I've seen that movie. The fourth kind is really good. And I have to say, the ending, I wish that we had had more of the ending because I found the ending so interesting because it's about the Anunnaki, which I love the story of the Anunnaki. And people say that the reason why we're having all this weird weather and the planet is being weird is because Narubu is coming back. And all these interstellar objects are the before they're coming with this giant planet. And so our poles are going to switch, are going to flip, which the magnetic north has actually moved a bit. Um, and Narubu is here, and all this big objects and comets and things are coming from the planet that's moving towards us. So, yes, they do. The Darth Vader one still blows my mind. Luke, I am not your father. Or is it, I am your father? I can't even remember. But they swear he didn't say that ever. Yes, he did. He did. I saw it in the movie theater. He did say that. Luke, I am your father. Isn't that what he says? Luke, I am your father. And what's the magic mirror one? On Beauty and the Beast? That one is very real because I remember that as a kid. The siphon gold. Yeah. Yeah. And they say the Anunnaki were all over the world and they were just known by different names. And that's why we have pyramids. Oops, pyramids everywhere is because of the Anunnaki. So we have the ziggurat in like the Middle East. That's why the Aztecs have the step pyramids. That's why the Egyptians had those pyramids. And there's pyramids in China, and there's pyramids in the Eastern Europe. So, and also in Britain, there's pyramids everywhere. There's a lot of pyramids. It's kind of crazy. So if they're back, uh, and they found that they're, because the myth is that they created us by manipulating the DNA of the creatures that were already there, and they put it with their DNA to make a creature that would mine gold for them because their planet needed the gold for their atmosphere. So if they're back, I sure hope they're not wanting us to mine any gold for them, because I don't think we're going to be up for that. So, and listen, here's my problem with this story is if they were so technically advanced, why would they need us to mine gold? Wouldn't they be able to create a machine to do that? That's just that would be my question. That's my question. Or were we the machines? We were the biological machines. Was that it? Did I miss that part? Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember that. I do remember that. I remember that. I was thinking about when when she got when she had that moment, where her mouth got really wide. I don't want to give away the ending part, but um like that part where the energy like came through her. They unionize apparently. Yeah. I just I have a lot of questions about, if you're so advanced and have spaceships and everything, like why wouldn't you just build machines that did that? Why would you make people and go all over the world? But I guess maybe we were the cheapest thing, I guess. I don't know. The fourth kind is based upon wasn't it based upon a real story in Alaska about abduction? It's not a documentary, but it's loosely based on some real abductions. Oh, bye, Dust Walker. Thanks for stopping by. I will see you again. I'm gonna do a coven live soon, so have a good one. Yeah, I guess I should probably go. I've been at it a while, so yeah, that movie is so good. I might have to go watch it. It was so right here. I might have to go watch it. It was really good. It was scary because it was so real, and the thing about the owls really bothered me. I'm going to tell you something. I have, like, as a child, I had some really strange experiences, and that movie kind of made me feel weird. So the owl thing in that movie made me feel weird, for real. It did. So yeah, it made me feel really strange. I knew someone that her husband got stationed in Alaska in a remote base or something, and she used to tell me, like, it is dark. When it gets dark up there, it is dark. And she lived in a place in Alaska where it was dark for months at a time, and she said it was creepy because it's cold and dark and desolate in places. Yeah, so I don't think I want to go, but it's a good movie. I guess I'm going to depart. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate all of you. And I will do this again soon. I always say that, but I intend to. I really do. Yes. I should really go eat. My stomach was growling through that group 3. All right. I will see you guys next time. Be safe and take care of yourself. All right. And I will see you next time. Have a good one. Bye, guys. Maybe. There. Bye, guys.